We found out this morning that LeBron James' son, Bronny James, who is at USC, right? He's playing basketball, and he's in stable condition, but he did have cardiac arrest. He's out of ICU, so thankful for that. There were a couple of people who made a couple of jokes about it, and I said, yeah, let's keep it classy. LeBron James is a douche, I understand. But you don't want anything bad happening to people, especially their kids. And but that said, when I say that an 18-year-old, you gotta figure Bronny James, which is LeBron's son's name, Bronny. You got to figure he's a genetic specimen. His dad's one of the greatest athletes of all time, right? You got to figure that fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. They don't just let people go play basketball as a freshman at USC. He's ranked 20th in the 2023 ESPN 100 rankings, sixth rated point guard in the class of 2023. It's pretty solid. Would you consider at 18 his father was already headed into the NBA? He skipped the whole college thing. So it's a healthy kid. So immediately, where does your mind go? Oh. Those people that get pushing for, what was it? The vaccine. We're going to see more and more eyes are going to be open to this thing because of the medical tyranny that was pushed on us these number of years. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This sounds mean to say, but we're going to see some tragic things that are going to happen in the days ahead and the years to come. You get mad at me. You could throw water on the fire alarm when the fire's over there. But yeah, we have tried to warn the masses of people. You can call us alarmists. You can call us misinformationists, malinformation. That's what Robert Kennedy said they're accusing him of. They're banning Robert RFK Jr., They're banning him because when he testified last week, he said it was because of malinformation. So they're accusing him of putting information out there that's actually bad for people. It could harm them. There is a documentary, a docuseries coming out. It starts tomorrow on the 26th. It's called Remedy. My friends Ty and Charlene Bollinger. Ty Bollinger, he put a lot of stuff out fighting against the treatment of cancer. They've banned him everywhere. In fact, he's like on a list of the most banned people in America. The Biden administration has him on a major list. But I'll tell you what, if I ever got cancer, I'm calling my buddy Ty Bollinger and saying, hey, well, they have a new docuseries comes out. It features Peter McCullough. It features RFK Jr. and a number of others. It's called Remedy, and it's talking about the vaccines. It's talking about all this stuff. It comes out tomorrow. There's a website. If you follow me on social media, particularly Facebook or on Twitter, the link is there. They've got a special website that you'll be able to go to and watch the docuseries. And they're busy right now. We'll get Ty on the show at some point to talk about this thing. But you're going to see some tragic things in the days ahead. God forbid. Listen, I don't care. I love it when people, they come at me on Twitter and they say, well, Chad, he's vaccinated. No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not vaccinated. It just strikes me wrong at the idea that universally everybody in the country was suddenly supposed to take some experimental drug and put a chemical in their body when medical treatments are not uniform for everybody across the board. But that's what they ask everybody to do. Sorry, I got a little more common sense than that. And I know a lot of people, they felt pressured. They felt coerced into it. They felt like they couldn't go visit, grandma at the nursing home or whatever. So they got the vaccine. Whatever your reason was, I'm not judging you for doing that. I'm not judging you for doing that. But see, the problem is the world judged me. The world pushed me. The world pressured me. And I continue to stand up and speak out and say, you guys need to be careful with this. And it's one thing to get vaccinated, but then, however many boosters later, and you're pumping yourself full of these damn chemicals. And I hope this isn't what happened, but I got a feeling, and you do too, that when a perfectly healthy 18-year-old collapses of a cardiac arrest, you got a clip there, boys. You got, here's a soccer analyst. This is live TV on ESPN. Play 16.
Summer, he's been left behind. He's on the naughty step from PSG. He's not gone on the tour of Japan. What have you been focusing? Shaq! Wait, we need some help. We need medical. Okay.
we're seeing these things, right? I mean, we see this stuff more and more.
It's starting. I don't know exactly who it's going to take. I thought Jamie Foxx was going to be the one that really did it, and I think that did a little bit. I think this one will slowly start breaking that too, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
One, I'm not sure who it's going to take for the rest of the world to be like, hey, maybe we should look into this.
Yeah.
And I'm also not sure any of these people are going to be willing to admit it.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
See, they've been so hoodwinked, and their pride will never let them admit it. Their pride. I mean, that's why you look at what's happening with a guy like Ice Cube.
Yep.
Right? Ice Cube says, listen, man, I'm turning down millions of dollars on these deals because I wasn't willing to go and get this crap pumped into me. And what are they doing? I mean, this is Ice Cube. Ice Cube's A-lister, dude. And he speaks out against it, and they're like, no, sorry, brother. You're going against the club, man. And, yeah, it's bad stuff. And then you got the Jamie Foxx thing, which, okay, we can speculate. Is it Jamie Foxx? I mean, how did his ears change? How did his jawline change? How did his eyes change? And for crying out loud, how did he become light-skinned?
Right? You and I were talking about this yesterday. White people, if you don't go outside, you're going to get lighter. With black folk, that's not exactly how the melanin works.
No.
Yeah, so unless he got like Michael Jackson's vitiligo because of whatever happened. But yeah, it looks significantly different. And remember, his new movie, They Cloned Tyrone, just came out.
Yeah. Like a couple of years ago, Carrie Underwood, God bless her, Carrie Underwood, she went under the knife, had a little work done, and I think they, and she kind of stayed hidden for a while. She was like, I'm coming out looking a little different than whatever. And apparently she didn't, whatever. She got some work done. And I kept thinking, maybe Jamie's in there getting some work done. But no. You don't put a movie on hold. You don't put a major motion picture on hold with an A-lister like Jamie Foxx and say, oh, he's going to get some work done. And he's getting some lightning treatments. No. Play clip 14, please.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's prayed, man, and sent me messages. I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back. I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through. And I know a lot of people were waiting, or wanting to hear updates, but to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, television show. I didn't want you to see me with tubes running out of me and trying to figure out if I was gonna make it through. And to be honest with you, my sister Deidre Dixon, my daughter Corinne Marie saved my life. So to them, to God, to a lot of great medical people, I'm able to leave you this video. I cannot tell you how great it feels to have your family kick in such a way. And y'all know they kept it airtight. They didn't let nothing out. They protected me. And that's what I hope that everyone could have in moments like these. Now, by being quiet, sometimes things, get out of hand. People saying what I got. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are working. The eyes are working just fine. They said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed. But I did go through, I went to hell and back. And my road to recovery had some potholes as well. But I'm coming back.
And again, before we go any further, yes, I do believe that's Jamie Foxx. It's fun to talk about, though. It's fun to talk about. Again, what happened when they interviewed Damar Hamlin after his collapse on the football field is, and he says, well, I don't want to talk about that. When he's sitting down with Michael Strahan, I don't want to talk about that. Why don't they ever want to talk about this? Why don't they ever speculate? Oh, well, I mean, we watched him talk for 3 minutes right there. We still don't know what happened.
No, and it sure sounded like he thought he was going to die.
Right.
Yeah.
So when that happens, again, what do I always tell you? The conspiracy theories come in when there's gaps. Well, shit, tell us. Now, you don't have to tell us, but because, I mean, that's your private information. That's your private health. I get all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I have people all the time I had somebody just this week who said, well, I don't understand why Jason Aldean gets on the stage and doesn't just say, okay, you know, I didn't mean for it to be racist. I apologize. Or whatever. Not apologize, but you know what I'm saying. Just explain himself. Well, I say, well, he doesn't have to explain himself. There's nothing to explain. So I get it. When the medical community, I could say the same thing about this stuff with the vaccine. Why don't people come out there and say, hey, maybe it was something along those lines? But they're not going to say it. Again, we leave all these blanks, and of course, there's no such thing as a vacuum, so we rush in to fill it with our ideas. It just makes me concerned because so many people have just been bamboozled by this thing.